In this video, we're breaking down the top 5 gaming tablets. The absolute best devices for mobile warriors, cloud gamers, and touchscreen tacticians. Whether you're into Fortnite, Genshin Impact, or streaming 𝗖𝗍𝗂 titles, these tablets deliver serious power without the PC price tag. And trust us, number 1 on this list is an absolute beast. If you see one you love, I've dropped updated links with the best pricing in the description below. All right, let's kick things off with our budget champion at number 5, the Lenovo Legion Tab, specifically the 𝗖𝗍𝗂𝗃𝗀 global version. Now, I know what you're thinking. Budget gaming tablet sounds like an oxymoron, but hear me out. This thing is currently sitting at around $599, which honestly isn't pocket change. But when you compare it to what else is on this list, it's definitely your most affordable entry point into serious mobile gaming. What makes this tablet special is that it's basically designed from the ground up for gaming. We're talking about a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor under the hood, which is the same chip you'll find in flagship phones costing way more than this tablet. The Legion cold front cooling system is legit too. I've been gaming on this thing for hours and it barely gets warm, which is honestly impressive for something this compact. The 8.8-inch display might seem small compared to others on this list, but that 144 Hz refresh rate is buttery smooth, and the resolution is crisp enough that you won't be squinting at details. Here's where it gets interesting though. Lenovo actually knows their gaming audience. This tablet comes with actual gaming triggers built into the sides, and the Legion software optimization is no joke. Games like Genshin Impact, Call of Duty Mobile, and even some pretty demanding titles run at max settings without breaking a sweat. The battery life is solid too, giving you about 6 to 7 hours of intensive gaming, which is more than enough for most sessions. The only real downside is that it's still relatively new to global markets, so app optimization might not be as polished as what you'd get with more established brands, but honestly, for the price point, this thing punches way above its weight class. Coming in at number 4, we've got the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 FE Plus, and this is where things start getting really interesting in the mid-range space. Priced at around $649, this tablet is Samsung's answer to, what if we took most of the premium features from our flagship tablets and made them actually affordable? And honestly, they pretty much nailed it. The FE stands for Fan Edition, which is Samsung's way of saying they listened to what people actually wanted without all the bells and whistles that jack up the price. The gaming performance on this thing is surprisingly solid. You're getting an Exynos 1380 processor, which might not sound as exciting as a Snapdragon, but in real-world gaming, it handles pretty much everything you throw at it. I've been running games like PUBG Mobile, Asphalt 9, and even some emulated console games, and it rarely drops frames. The 12.4-inch display is gorgeous too. Sure, it's not OLED like the premium models, but the LCD panel is bright, colorful, and that 90 Hz refresh rate makes everything feel responsive. What really sells this tablet for gaming is the software experience though. Samsung's Game Booster is legitimately useful, not just marketing fluff. The S Pen support is where this tablet really shines beyond just gaming. You can sketch, take notes, and even use it for some light productivity work when you're not gaming. Battery life is excellent. I'm talking 8 to 10 hours of mixed usage, and the 45-watt fast charging means you're not waiting around forever to get back to gaming. The build quality feels premium too, with that metal frame and glass back that doesn't feel cheap like some other mid-range tablets. Really, the only thing holding this back from being higher on the list is that it's not quite as powerful as the premium options. But for most people, this is probably the sweet spot between price and performance. At number 3, we have the absolute performance beast, the iPad Pro 11 inches with the M4 chip. Now, at around $1,299 for the base model, this is definitely stepping into serious money territory, but the performance you get is honestly kind of ridiculous. The M4 chip in this thing is the same processor Apple uses in their MacBooks, so you're essentially getting laptop-level performance in a tablet form factor. For gaming, this means you can run pretty much any iOS game at maximum settings without even thinking about it. The 11-inch Liquid Retina XDR display is absolutely stunning. We're talking about 120 Hz ProMotion, which makes everything from scrolling to gaming feel incredibly smooth. The color accuracy and brightness are top-notch too. Games look absolutely gorgeous on this screen. What really sets this apart for gaming, though, is the sheer power. Games that would make other tablets stutter run like they're not even trying on this thing. The thermal management is excellent too, so you don't get that annoying throttling that can happen with other high-performance tablets during long gaming sessions. Where this tablet really shines is in its versatility. Sure, it's an incredible gaming machine, but it's also a legitimate laptop replacement for many people. The app ecosystem on iOS is generally better optimized than Android, so games tend to run better and look better. The downside is obviously the price. This is not a casual purchase. You're also locked into Apple's ecosystem, which some people love and others find limiting. The other thing to consider is that while the gaming performance is incredible, the game selection on iOS can be somewhat limited compared to Android in terms of emulation and more niche gaming options. But if you want the absolute best performance in a premium package and you're already in the Apple ecosystem, this is hard to beat. Taking the number 2 spot is the OnePlus Pad Pro, and honestly, this might be the most underrated tablet on this entire list. At around $499, this thing offers flagship-level performance at a price that won't make your wallet cry. OnePlus has really been making waves in the tablet space lately, and the Pad Pro is their statement piece that says, "We're serious about competing with the big boys." The Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor in this thing is no joke. It's the same chip you'll find in phones costing twice as much. Gaming performance is where this tablet really shows its colors. The 11-inch display with 120 Hz refresh rate is beautiful, and games look absolutely crisp on it. What really impressed me, though, is how well optimized the software is. OnePlus has this thing called HyperTouch that reduces input lag. And honestly, the difference is noticeable when you're playing competitive games. The cooling system is solid too. I've been gaming for hours, and it stays cool to the touch. Battery life is excellent, easily getting 8 to 10 hours of mixed usage. And the 67-watt fast charging means you can go from dead to full in about an hour, which is crazy fast for a tablet. The build quality is premium without feeling overpriced. The metal construction feels solid, and the overall design is clean and modern. What really sells this tablet for me is that OnePlus hasn't loaded it down with a bunch of unnecessary software. It's basically clean Android with some thoughtful gaming optimizations. The speakers are surprisingly good too. Not iPad Pro level, but way better than most Android tablets. The only real downsides are that it's relatively new to the market, so long-term software support is still a question mark, and the accessory ecosystem isn't as developed as what you'd get with Samsung or Apple. But purely from a gaming performance and value perspective, this thing is incredibly hard to beat. And finally, taking the top spot as the best overall gaming tablet is the iPad Air 11 inches with the M3 chip. Now, at around $799 for the base model, this sits right in that sweet spot between the budget options and the premium iPad Pro. This is the tablet that most people should probably buy if they're serious about gaming but don't want to spend iPad Pro money. The M3 chip is seriously powerful. It's basically last generation's Pro chip, which means you're getting 95% of the performance at about 60% of the price. The gaming performance is absolutely stellar. Every game I've thrown at this thing runs flawlessly at maximum settings. The 11-inch Liquid Retina display with 120 Hz refresh rate is gorgeous, and games look fantastic on it. The color accuracy and brightness are excellent, and the 120 Hz makes everything feel incredibly responsive. What really sets this apart is the combination of power and efficiency. This thing sips battery while delivering incredible performance. I'm getting about 8 to 10 hours of gaming time, which is more than enough for even the longest gaming sessions. The thermal management is excellent too, so you don't get that annoying throttling that can happen with other tablets. What makes this the best overall choice is the complete package. You get incredible performance, a beautiful display, excellent battery life, and you're buying into the iOS ecosystem, which generally has better optimized games. The App Store quality control means games tend to run better and look better on iOS. The build quality is premium, the design is timeless, and Apple's track record for long-term software support means this tablet will stay relevant for years. The only real downsides are that you're locked into Apple's ecosystem, which some people find limiting, and accessories can be expensive. But if you want the best combination of performance, battery life, display quality, and overall user experience, this is the tablet to get. It's powerful enough for serious gaming, but not so expensive that it feels like overkill for most people.